Hey, Skylar here with your news digest for July 11th. Let's get into it. First up, something that feels like a magic trick. Someone got GLM 5.2 running on a regular consumer machine with just 25 gigabytes of RAM. That's a 744 billion parameter mixture of experts model, one of the most capable open source AIs. And the whole thing runs in pure C with zero dependencies. The project's called Colibri. It streams model experts from disk, and it racked up over 800 points on Hacker News. This is what AI accessibility actually looks like. Next up, Meta pulled a fascinating U-turn this week. They launched an AI feature called Muse that let Instagram users generate AI images based on anyone's public account just by tagging them. The backlash was immediate and overwhelming. Within days, Meta shut it down entirely, saying, and I quote, "We've heard the feedback that this feature missed the mark." Understatement of the week. It's a reminder that can we and should we are very different questions. And the public's tolerance for AI deepfakes of their own faces is basically zero. Moving on, here's one for the futurists. AlephNeuro trained a model that can predict speech just by watching ultrasound video of someone's tongue. No audio, no speaking. Just the ultrasound feed of tongue movements, and the AI reads out the words. They're at about 15% word error rate on open vocabulary, which is genuinely impressive for a first demo. Silent speech interfaces have been a research curiosity for decades, but throwing modern deep learning at it might actually make them practical. Switching gears to platforms. Bluesky's interim CEO just dropped the word interim. Toni Schneider, who previously ran Automatic and is a partner at True Ventures, says he's all in on the unconventional social platform. Bluesky's been steadily growing as the anti-algorithm alternative, and having a permanent CEO signals they're serious about the long game. On a different note, there's a new app called HyperTexting that turns the entire open web into a scrollable social media-like feed. Websites, blogs, newsletters, podcasts. It pulls them all into one continuous stream and even makes it easier to post to your own website. It's an indie take on re-aggregating the open web, and honestly, as someone who spends way too much time jumping between tabs, I'm intrigued. For our next story, Disney Plus is reportedly considering a free, ad-supported streaming tier to compete with YouTube and Tubi. Free content would give them a shot at the growing share of viewers who've never paid for a subscription. The streaming wars are entering their ad-supported phase, and even the premium players are feeling the pressure. Next up, the FCC is finally cracking down on what it calls DJI front companies. 8 firms that have been bringing DJI drone technology into the US despite the foreign drone ban. Fines and ultimatums are going out. Whether this actually slows down DJI's dominance or just creates a game of corporate whack-a-mole remains to be seen. And lastly, New York City just became the first US city to ban deceptive subscription practices. You know, the dark patterns where companies make it nearly impossible to cancel or hide recurring charges behind confusing interfaces. The rule says companies can't trap customers into paying recurring charges and junk fees. It's about time someone drew a line. All right, 3 quick things to try out. First, if you've got a decent machine, clone the Colibri repo and see if you can get GLM 5.2 running locally. Even just watching it stream experts from disk is a glimpse of where inference is heading. Second, check out the HyperTexting app. It's on the App Store, and it's a genuinely fresh take on browsing the open web. Third, read AlephNeuro's blog post on silent speech. The demos are wild, and this is the kind of interface research that could reshape how we interact with devices in 5 years. That's your digest for July 11th. Full details and links are on the site. Catch you next time. Bye.